Welcome in, everyone. I'm Dr. Laura Ritchie. If you are new to me, I have a doctorate in physical therapy. I'm a national board certified health and wellness coach, specializing in women's health and functional nutrition. And I'm an essential oil educator and sell doTERRA essential oils. And this is a topic that is really passionate for me, both as a physical therapist and also as a patient. And I'll share a little bit about that in my journey. But pain is something that affects us all, I think, at some point, whether that's physical pain, emotional pain, just challenges that are coming up in life. It could be digestive pain. It could be a number of things. So I'm going to share my slides and we're going to kick it off. But we're going to be talking specifically about essential oils and pain and different ways that we can support ourselves right now. And this is actually a picture of my hips. So I had some really, really big hip surgeries called periacetabular osteotomies, which are bigger than hip replacement, believe it or not, where they break your pelvis in 3 places and basically build you a new hip joint out of your existing joint for adult hip dysplasia. And I've had 3 surgeries on each hip. I've gone through actually a cancer journey in my 20s and have had several surgeries related to that. So pain is something that I have experienced, and I just share to let you know that I have had a personal journey with that as part of my recovery, both as a practitioner working with patients in the clinic as a physical therapist, and then also with myself as a patient and going through this journey. So I let you know that I walked this path. I'm sitting with you in it. And one of the things that I love to do that I'm so passionate about, especially on this topic, is that I found essential oils to be a really nice tool to help us. And if there's something that is safe and effective, I feel like we need to be talking about this, teaching about this, and giving people options, because it wasn't until my friend Susan, who's a registered nurse, was teaching about this that I started learning about it and researching. And I think that's so powerful. So I love to teach people about the power of essential oils and natural remedies. And the goal of this class is to actually empower you. So we're going to be talking about oils for pain. But we're also going to be talking about 3 cool things about essential oils, 3 ways to use essential oils, and how to get the oils in your home. And when we start with this discussion of pain, I think it's really important to take a look and rate yourself, because awareness is really key. So on a scale of 1 to 10, rate yourself on the following categories. Chronic pain. Is it a daily part of your life? Is it minimal, or is it pretty severe? Also, emotional pain. The heaviness is real. And I would probably say that we may be feeling that even more so right now with how much the world has changed recently. And then also occasional pain. Do you have good days or bad days? And rate yourself. You can write that down. And this is just for you. If you feel and you want to share with us, you can type it into the comments and let us know. But I think bringing awareness is really key. So just kind of taking a mental note and writing that down and seeing where you're at with that. And then looking at different types of pain. So we've got chronic pain, emotional pain, and occasional pain. And something that we'll talk about a little bit later, but it's Lifelong Vitality Pact, that's actually designed to help with oxidative stress, with helping with calcium, magnesium, zinc, vitamin D, all important things that help to boost our immune system right now, and also to help support healthy joint function and comfort. That's really powerful. Emotional pain, so things like your mental clarity and your brain function and how you're feeling with that, which is really powerful, and looking at that. And even looking at omega-3 fatty acids, we know that there's a connection between our gut health and our cognitive health. Actually, more serotonin is made in the gut than in the brain, and that can be really powerful. And then also helping against like lipid oxidation, healthy function with brain and eyes and our nervous system. And then for occasional pain. So we know that we need vitamins and minerals, and that's really the foundation. We'll talk about different foundations as well, and that optimal nutrition can actually help your body and speed your recovery. Also, things like sleep can play a role in pain. And if we're not sleeping really well, that could be actually contributing to pain too. So we want to take all of these things into consideration and look at those, and we're going to dive deeper into all of them. So we want to talk a little bit about maybe why we need to be concerned. Why would we want to look at a natural solution for pain? Why would that be important? Well, because believe it or not, prescribed pain medication has actually caused more deaths than car accidents. They're considered safe, especially as teenagers, because they're prescribed, they're legal, but maybe we get a false sense of euphoria with that. We could get addicted to that. We could have withdrawal symptoms like insomnia, leg spasms, and vomiting, and just feeling kind of overwhelmed with all of that. And oftentimes they're overprescribed. So there's an estimated 90% of people with chronic pain, and they're being prescribed opioids or medications. And even despite evidence indicating that non-drug treatments may provide relief with less risk, and they can actually have a toll on our digestive system and our gut health, that over time they slow the bowel. They could cause constipation and bloating and nausea and starting to feel backed up. I know that was the case for me when I was on some pain medications after my hip surgeries. I just didn't feel really great. And there's a lot of evidence, there's a lot of research that natural treatments can be really effective and safe as well. So this is an option, and I definitely believe that there's a time and place for a medication to have that on hand. But when we have something that is safe, that could be an option that could really help us as well. So things to kind of help with that, increasing your water intake. And we know that staying properly hydrated can help with pain. Really, and it's a lot of water, right? About half your body weight in ounces of water per day. You may need more, maybe 4 liters of water. And I would say start to put a citrus oil in your water every day, like grapefruit or lemon or wild orange. They're very high in limonene, which is a chemical constituent that can actually help produce glutathione, which is the body's master antioxidant, can help with detoxification, digestion, support your filter organs like your liver and your kidneys. Replacing a habit, right? As we're transitioning off of pain medication. So maybe every time that you're wanting that, you go to your diffuser, you take a couple deep breaths in, you do something else, right? Maybe you go outside, you get some fresh air, you take a glass of water. And over time, this is going to help you to form new neural pathways to retrain your brain. Taking your lifelong vitality pack supplements, and we'll talk about that more too, but nutrition really is the foundational piece of our health and wellness and healing, and that can also support you. And then being around people that are going to support you and lift you up during that state with everything. So when we're talking about essential oils, these are really, I think of them as the plant's natural protection from environmental threats. It's kind of the plant's immune system. And so these are pure extracts. They come from the seeds, the bark, the peel. There's no additional processing or ingredients. They're concentrated, they're really fast acting, and they're quickly absorbed into the skin. And essential oils can actually soothe without those side effects or just masking symptoms. They can really help to support your body in this time, and they're actually just pennies per drop. So they're safe and they can deliver results pretty quickly with this, which is really powerful. And that's the first cool thing about essential oils is they're very, very safe. With doTERRA essential oils, there's no side effects, there's no additives. You know that what you're getting is a pure oil. And that's really important because when we talk about the different ways to use oils, a lot of the stuff on the market, about 98% of that is adulterated. So it's more of a synthetic fragrance. It's not actually a therapeutic grade oil. And that's what we're talking about here is a therapeutic oil that's going to support us when we need that. So say something like peppermint. This is a very energizing oil, so it helps to promote clear breathing. It can help to cool the body if maybe you've got a child with a high body temperature, help to support that, bring that down, but also is great for head tension. And we know that peppermint has a really soothing effect on the central nervous system. And pain comes from the brain. So when we're looking at reducing pain, we want to start to turn down that volume a little bit, turn down that volume on that central nervous system to help the body and support us with that. So we know that the oils are really effective, that they actually can help to permeate the cell membrane. Oils are lipids, and we've got a lipid cell membrane there. So it can support us in a lot of different ways to help us with our health. So On Guard is actually an oil right now. It's kind of become the toilet paper oil of doTERRA with all that's going on in the world now, but for immune support. So we know a lot of people are coming to the oils for that, for support, but say you're having a scratchy throat, maybe that's the painful experience that you have. You could put a drop of On Guard and a drop of lemon in water and drink that, and that's going to help to soothe that. It's really great for cleansing your home and your hands right now and to support your immune function. So a lot of people are putting On Guard in their diffusers. They're putting it on the bottoms of their feet to support them right now. And the other cool thing about essential oils is that they're very affordable. So we mentioned they're pennies per drop. My husband's a CPA, and when we brought the oils into our home, he actually noticed that we started to save a lot in medical costs. Now, I don't believe that essential oils are a magic bullet. I believe they're a piece of the puzzle to support you with that. So this is informed self-care, and if we have tools on hand that we can go to when we need them, that's powerful, especially in the situation that we're at now where we're quarantined and inside. And so having things to help us that we can go to that are safe and effective is really key right now and powerful. So lavender is really calming. It's calming for the mind. So if you are worrying, if you're feeling very anxious right now or very stressed out with everything that's happening, lavender can help to bring some calm. It's calming for the skin. So maybe you're having a painful experience with some skin irritation or redness. You can put that on to soothe it. Say you accidentally burn yourself while cooking. Lavender is great to put that on to calm and relax and support you in that way. And it even helps with lessening discomfort for wound dressing, just diffusing it, just smelling it. And I was even looking at some research on how just, again, that aromatic use of lavender and just inhaling it actually helped to reduce pain in patients post-operative that have had surgery. So something as simple as just inhaling lavender, again, calming that central nervous system, can be such a powerful way to turn down that volume on pain, which is really, really powerful. So we're going to talk a little bit about the different ways to use essential oils, because there's 3 different ways, and we can use that for different painful experiences to support us. So aromatic is the first way. This is diffusing. So I've got a diffuser here that you can see in the background. It's intermittent, so you'll see it come on and off randomly as we teach this class. Or it can be something as simple as just inhaling from the bottle of oil. So aromatic support helps to positively affect mood. So if you're really going through some emotional pain right now, it can help to support you. It can help to cleanse and purify the air, which is really important with what's happening in the world right now, and also to help support your respiratory system. So if you were to pinch your nose, right under where you're pinching is the olfactory nerve. And as we inhale something, that sense of smell goes up into the olfactory nerve, into the limbic system of the brain, which houses our memories, moods, and emotions. And this is why you can smell something and be reminded of a memory, good or bad. It might remind you of something that your grandmother was cooking, or it might remind you of a painful memory or experience that you had. So it's a direct link into the central nervous system. And again, pain is actually coming from the brain. So the more that we can turn down the volume on pain in that central nervous system can be really powerful. And so that can be a tool, and it can be something, again, as easy as just having a diffuser going or inhaling out of the bottle or putting a drop in your hand. So say if you have lavender, you can rub your hands together and you can do a nice palm inhale where you cup your hands over mouth and nose. And take a couple deep breaths there. If you have oils with you, get them out and just take a couple deep inhales. And people may say, Laura, it sounds a little hokey that you're telling me that inhaling essential oil is going to help with my mood or have an effect on my body. But if you think about going to a dentist, oftentimes they don't use a pill or an injection. Oftentimes they use laughing gas. So you have those synthetic compounds that you're inhaling in. And again, it goes into the brain very quickly within about 20 to 30 seconds. And it can cause that euphoria and relaxation through the body. And so it's similar with the essential oils, but instead of a synthetic medication, it's actually a natural compound that you're using, that you're inhaling in. So topical is the second way that we use essential oils. And I would say for aromatic, diffusing something like lavender or adaptive or something calming, believe it or not, can help to reduce painful experiences. Topical, the second way that we use essential oils, is probably going to be a really common way that you're going to use them to support you with pain. So this is where you actually put it where it hurts. You apply it to the affected area. The only places we don't want to put our essential oils is in the eyes or in the ears. That's a no-no. They're highly, highly concentrated, but basically everywhere else we can do that. Now, usually, and I recommend using a carrier oil like fractionated coconut oil. This helps to dilute the essential oils because remember, they're very, very potent. They are super concentrated, and it also helps to get a localized effect. So say you're having knee discomfort. If you put an essential oil and use a carrier oil, it's going to help to absorb that essential oil transdermally through the skin and to get a localized effect with that. So that can be really powerful. So say, for example, you are having head tension. You could put peppermint essential oil over your temples and your forehead and use it that way. Say you are having knee discomfort. You could put a blend that we have called Deep Blue and put that over the knee. That's really powerful. So put it where it hurts. That's going to be topical use. And what we teach our new oilers as they get started is how to make a roller bottle where you can put, for adults, about 10 to 15 drops of each oil in a roller bottle, and then you top the rest with fractionated coconut oil so that it's already pre-diluted and you have it on hand, and you can just roll it to the areas that you need it. And this helps to stretch your dollar because a little bit goes a long way with this. And so this could be something that you could carry it around in your pocket, pull it out, and reapply. So for pain, you can reapply the essential oils really as often as you need to, every 20 minutes or so, to really support you. If you're using an oil and you put it on and you check back in about 20 minutes and you're 75% better, reapply. Keep reapplying that oil. If you check back in and you don't notice much of a difference, switch oils. It's time to mix it up. And this is what I love about the oils, is that we have different applications to use the oils, and sometimes you can combine more than one. So if you're having tired, overworked muscles, you can apply those oils topically to that area. It can help to ease joint discomfort. It can help to calm any skin irritation. It can even help to boost the immune system. So there's 5 oils that we're using a lot right now to boost our immune system. We call it the flume or the flute, depending on Melaleuca or tea tree, but we've got frankincense, lemon, oregano, on guard, and Melaleuca, also known as tea tree. And we make a roller bottle with those, about 10 to 15 drops of each of those for adults. For kids, I do the number of drops per age. So if you've got a 5-year-old, you can do 5 drops of each. If you've got a baby, 1 drop of each. That's another cool thing that I love about the oils, is they can be used on anybody, any age, from a brand new baby all the way to a 92-year-old. Everybody can use and experience the oils, and you can apply them on the bottoms of the feet and the spine for immune support. So my husband and I have been rolling our little flume roller and using that daily, regularly. And that's really a great way to support yourself, especially in the season that we find ourselves in right now. And then the third way to use oils is internally. So you can actually add the essential oils to water. So you're going to want to do glass or stainless steel, never plastic. That's a safety tip. And honestly, that's a good tip in general. We want to avoid plastic when we can. But you can do glass or stainless steel water bottle. You could add a drop or 2. You could put in a veggie capsule. And this is kind of like making your own little natural concoction. You can open it up, put a couple drops of each of those in the veggie capsule, and then swallow it. Or you can actually do drops under your tongue. So this could help to ease digestive upset. If you're having digestive pain, gas, bloating, any type of upset there, can help to support your immune system. So you could do a drop or 2 of each of those oils, frankincense, lemon, oregano, on guard, and Melaleuca or tea tree. Put those in a veggie capsule and take that internally for some supporting of the immune system right now. Frankincense is a really great oil to actually put under your tongue and use internally because it really helps with having a healthy inflammatory response in the body, healthy cells. That's one that I go to a lot, especially if I'm having really bad head tension. I'll put a drop of frankincense on my tongue or on my thumb and then press up and hold to the roof of the mouth for about 30 seconds. And then you can reapply that every 5 minutes as needed until that goes away. So you can use, say you're having really bad head tension, you can use the oils topically, like peppermint or deep blue. You can put the frankincense on your tongue and push it up to the roof of your mouth. You can diffuse oils to support, like peppermint or lavender, to help you. So you can use them in different ways for support with that. And we'll go through a couple of the oils and talk a little bit more about them for specific support when needed with that. So something like lemon, it's a cleanser for the body, but also for the home. And lemon can be a nice one, especially when we combine it with lavender and peppermint. That trio works really well for seasonal threats. If you're somebody that springtime you really struggle with, when you go out and cut the grass and you're getting all, feeling stuffed up and all of that, that can be a great combo to do. Just help open up your airways, support you. It's really nice. We love lemon. Plus, it's great for digestive support. So if you have digestive pain, doing a drop or two of lemon in your water throughout the day can be really great. So think cleanser for your body, but also your home. You can clean your whole home with lemon, baking soda, and a little bit of vinegar. And lemon's also a really nice natural goo gone, if you will. So if you've got kids and maybe they took crayon or marker and colored on your table or something, you can use a little bit of lemon to help remove that. So what I love about the oils is they're multifunctional. They can do more than one thing. Say you go to the store and you buy something for pain, okay, you can only use it in that way, but the oils can be used in multiple ways to support you, which is kind of cool. So frankincense, we talked about frankincense a little bit, but we really got to talk about this oil specifically when we're talking about pain. So it helps to promote calm feelings. It has some anti-aging effects. People ask me all the time, what do you do for your skin? I add a drop or two of frankincense to my moisturizer morning and night, but it really helps with cells to be performing optimally. So again, if you're somebody who's having discomfort, I would recommend doing a drop of frankincense under the tongue morning and night. Or if you have copaiba is another great oil that we really love. It works on the endocannabinoid system. They're kind of brothers, frankincense and copaiba, but you can put the oil and do a drop right under your tongue, and that would be a great thing to do. So again, to support healthy cells, to help if you're having any type of discomfort, but we joke and we say, when in doubt, pull frank out. If you have no idea what essential oil to use, you can use your frankincense. And so again, you could put it in the diffuser. If you're having stress, if you want to feel more grounded, you can put it topically over any areas that you're having discomfort and also use it internally. And that's specific with doTERRA. Again, a lot of oils are adulterated. So if you go to the health food store, and please don't do this, please don't take the information that you're learning in this class and go to the health food store or purchase oils off Amazon and try to have the same results. Because again, those are synthetic fragrance. I wouldn't even call that an essential oil. And you're going to know because it's going to say for aromatic use only, synthetic fragrance. It'll say not for topical use, not for internal use, if ingested, called all these warning signs. That is not a therapeutic grade oil. Also, side note, doTERRA doesn't allow their oils to be sold on Amazon. So if you're buying doTERRA oils on Amazon, you'd be surprised how easy it can be to pop the caps, put something else in, and adulterate that. So we don't want to do that. You want to get them straight from doTERRA. Plus, if you get them at the health food store or on Amazon, where are you going to get support? This is why doTERRA is set up this way, so that people can get support and help with using them and learning how to use the oils. That's really important. All right, DigestZen. This is going to be the oil to go to if you're having digestive pain or discomfort. So upset tummy, if you're getting motion sickness, if you're getting nauseous, you can actually use this at meal times to really help with digestion. So I had some PRP injections actually in Houston back in February. If you haven't had that done, it can be quite a painful experience. And it was the first injection. I've had a lot of injections, I think, in my life, but it was the first one that I actually got a little dizzy and a little nauseous after having that done. And so I had DigestZen in my purse, and I put a couple drops under my tongue and right on my belly, right over my abdomen, and I felt better really quickly, and I didn't toss my cookies. This has been an oil that I go to a lot, also post-operatively, so that when you're just waking up, for me, I'm one of those people that don't handle anesthesia all the best. So this is a great one to support you with that. Love DigestZen. Deep Blue, this is going to be pretty much the trademark one of when we're talking about discomfort, sore muscles, sore joints, anything like that. So this is a blend, and this is not for internal use. You'll actually notice that it has a different cap. It's got a child safety cap on the top of this, because one of the oils in Deep Blue is wintergreen, and it smells like root beer. It actually smells really yummy, but it's not for internal use. So the child cap is on there to let you know. But this is a blend. It's got wintergreen and camphor and peppermint and ylang ylang, helichrysum, blue tansy, osmanthus, lots of really great oils in here. And it's designed to help with aches and discomfort. So think head tension. Think you can actually put this on before and after workouts if you get sore muscles after you exercise. It helps with a healthy inflammatory response in the body, with joint support, with overworked muscles. So I love the oil. It's great. Say you have something that comes on really fast, like head tension. You can put that on and support you. Maybe you bumped your toe and you got a little bruise on there or something. You can put that on to support your body with that. There's also something called Deep Blue Rub. Deep Blue Rub is a lotion. So think of this as like an upgraded natural muscle rub. So it has the Deep Blue oil in it, but I think of the rub more for larger surface areas like back or hips. The Deep Blue Rub saved me after all of my hip surgeries. It's such a powerful one. So I think of it, if you've had an issue that's been ongoing for a little bit longer, or you need to cover a bigger surface area, I love the rub. Both are awesome. But I tend to go to the Deep Blue for something more quick that came on, and the rub for those larger surface areas to put on there. And it's magic. Actually, my hip surgeon, he runs marathons, all kinds of stuff. And as a thank you, I gave him a tube of Deep Blue rub, and he called me and he said, "What is that? That's like magic sauce." And he was so excited. And his fiance is a colorectal surgeon. And, in surgery, you're in these interesting positions, and it can cause a lot of shoulder, neck tension, tightness in those muscles. And they love it. And they are like, we will never be without Deep Blue Rub. So it's just so great. It's really, really a fantastic oil. And the rub is awesome too. Breathe. So this is going to be really to help open up your airways, your sinuses. Respiratory support, I think, is a really important thing right now in the season that we're in with all that's happening in the world. But this can also help. It's not one for internals. This is going to be aromatic or topical. But if you're feeling that sinus discomfort, again, we don't want to put oils in the eyes, but we can go around, down the bridge of the nose, over the chest, or if you're a noisy sleeper, maybe your partner's a noisy sleeper, you're a noisy sleeper, put it on the bottoms of the feet, especially the big toe, and diffuse it at night. It can make such a difference. And then wild orange, this is going to be one, again, the citrus oils are really uplifting, they're energizing, they're happy oils. So this is going to be something that if you're having emotional pain or discomfort, if you're just feeling really down, I know this is a heavy season for all of us, if you need something to be a little bit more energizing, a little bit more invigorating, a little bit more uplifting, this is a great, great oil to support you with that. Can be a powerful one. So we can start to think about different things and using the oils in different ways to help us with whatever painful experience that may be, whether that's physical or emotional or digestive, whatever that looks like. Those are really powerful. And then I mentioned Lifelong Vitality Pack. We'll talk about it a little bit more. I think it's so important because, again, at the bottom of that foundational pyramid is nutrition. It's eating right. It's looking at that. That's so important. So again, oils are a piece of the puzzle. They're a tool, but they're not a magic bullet. So we want to look at this as, how do we reduce inflammatory foods? There's a lot. And if you want to dive deeper into this, I have a whole video on this on YouTube. If you search Nourishing from Within in my name, so Dr. Laura Ritchie, Nourishing from Within, it'll pull up this video. But gluten, dairy, sugar, soy, corn, peanuts, and eggs are the top 7 sensitivities. They're very inflammatory foods. And I walk you through in that video how to do an elimination diet, how to check and see. But my mentor, Dr. Rita Marie Lascalzo, with the Institute of Nutritional Endocrinology, she actually will not take on a client if they're eating gluten, dairy, or sugar, because she tells them, I can't get you better if you're eating those foods. So it would be my recommendation to use this time to let go of those things that are highly inflammatory. Take a really high quality supplement like Lifelong Vitality Pack. This is what my husband and I take, again, because it can help with discomfort, can help with energy, can help with mood, can help with sleep, because that's going to be foundation. So eating right. Exercise and weight management, we know that moving our body, especially in mindful ways, and that can be hard to do when there's pain. Sometimes there's fear involved with that. But I can tell you as a physical therapist, movement is really important for the body. And maybe it's a little bit challenging at first, but as you do that, it can help, and it can help with easing and reducing pain. Rest and managing stress. Sleep is essential. So using those oils like frankincense and lavender, diffusing that, putting it on the bottoms of your feet, focusing on sleep. We have supplements called the Serenity Soft Gels, Copaiba Soft Gels, or adaptive capsules to help with sleep and managing stress. So if you are really stressed out all the time, if your central nervous system is really riled up, that can increase that sensation of pain. So things like meditation, and doTERRA just came out with their adaptive app. It's an app that you can download, and it can start to check in. Hey, did you use your essential oils? Let's journal. How are you feeling today? How's your mood? And it actually has some really cool technology that you can record your voice, and it'll hear your voice, and it can tell how stressed out you are or what your mood's like. Really powerful things. Reducing your toxic load. So getting rid of the candles and the plugins and all of the things in your home, the synthetic fragrances, the perfumes, the colognes that are really hard on your endocrine system, on your hormones, on your respiratory system. Sometimes people may be having head tension and not feeling good, and it's because of all these chemicals in the home. So the essential oils are a beautiful swap for that. That's all powerful, and that's all part of our lifestyle. What we put in our bodies, our nutrition, our movement, our stress management, our sleep, looking at relationships, all of those things are lifestyle. And then we've got healthcare, right? Informed self-health care. So that's really important. And then proactive medical care. There is a time and place to see a doctor. There is a time and place for prescription medication. Modern medicine has saved my life more than once. I'm very grateful for that. But especially those day-to-day things, maybe where you're just feeling run down or tired, or you're having this head tension all the time, or these digestive issues all the time. This is where we want to look at lifestyle, and essential oils can be a piece of that. And that's what I love about our Facebook community, is we support one another with the lifestyle changes. So once you write down, what are your top 3 health concerns? Why did you come to this class? What does that look like? So for me, when I was first coming to the world of essential oils, it was sleep. I was really, really struggling with not sleeping well, not getting restful sleep. My second one was digestion. I was having pain and just upset tummy every time I would eat and not feeling good. And then the third thing was head tension. I was having really bad head tension. And that was what I was really wanting to focus on. So I'd love for you to write down, because again, it's helpful when we rate ourselves, when we assess how we're doing, what those things are, what our top goals are. That can be really powerful. And then I wanted to share a few testimonials. And if you've had an amazing experience with doTERRA essential oils, type it in the chat. Let us know. I'd love to hear from you if you want to share about an experience that you had. But I was going to share about a few really quick. So this was from one of my sweet oilers. She sent me this on Instagram, and she said, I just have to tell you that I ordered the adaptive roller blend, and work has been insane and unexpectedly busy and also very stressful. And she made everybody use adaptive today a few times throughout the day, and it was a total game changer. Everyone chilled out and the day went so smooth. We're obsessed. Thank you for all that you do. This KTS Physical Therapy, this is Kate. She is a colleague of mine, a fellow physical therapist. And she says that she's been using essential oils in her home for the last 2 years, and her kids love it. And they help to keep her family's immune system really strong. And Laura's an amazing person with an enormous amount of knowledge and oils. And if you plan to get to know more about how to boost your immune system, now's the time, and contact Laura for information and see if the oils are for you. Don't hesitate to tell Laura that you're my friend. Stay healthy. Thought that was so sweet. And then one of my new oilers, she said, I've been managing to contact you to let you know that ever since the intro session at the Holiday Inn Express. So when I went to Houston, actually for those injections, I taught a class at our hotel. And she said she's been using the oils every single day. She puts them on her body, she ingests them, she diffuses them in the air, and she takes them to work, specifically On Guard and Melaleuca or tea tree. She's been using lavender and breathe every night. Yes, lavender and her have made up. Sometimes if you don't love the smell of an essential oil right off the bat, could be bringing up an emotional component, which is really interesting. And so it may change over time. She likes lavender now, when at the beginning she wasn't quite so sure about it. And she's been drinking a couple drops of On Guard and lemon oil, and she's placed an order to stock up on On Guard and other essentials like adaptive. anyway, wanted you to know your introduction to oils may be what saves me, either my health or my sanity or both during this surreal time of coronavirus. So thank you. So I thought that was really, really powerful. Those are some testimonials from my sweet oilers. And if you have any testimonials or a great experience that you've had with the oils, let me know. So there are 3 ways to purchase doTERRA essential oils. First is retail. It's the most expensive way. Nobody here is going to buy retail. The only time that you would purchase oils retail is if you are purchasing them at a professional setting, like a chiropractor's office or spa. Again, you may see oils, doTERRA oils being shared in those places, but it's the most expensive way. Second way to get started is wholesale. So doTERRA is like a Sam's Club or a Costco, and it's $35, and you get the best products, right, for fantastic prices, just like Costco. Sometimes people get a little afraid, like, what are you going to ask? Am I going to have to give you my firstborn child? No, it's just like Costco. And this allows you, that $35 allows you to purchase at a discount. It's 25% below retail. So that's really powerful. The third way, the only way that I purchase my oils, is below wholesale. So doTERRA has things bundled in starter kits that is always going to be cheaper and below wholesale than piecing together things individually. And you can get everything at even less than that 25% off discount. So that's really nice. And then they also have this program called the Loyalty Rewards Program, totally optional. But the nice thing is you get points back on your order, points back on your shipping, and you can get some cool stuff with that. So what you can expect from me, everybody's different. There's a lot of people selling a product. There's not as many people that are providing education and support to their people when they get started. And when you choose somebody to get started with in doTERRA, you're kind of married to them. That is your person. So that's going to be the person that you're going to go to for education and support and questions on how to use your oils. So what I do is when people get started with the oils with me, I mail them a welcome packet that's got some tools and resources and goodies and basically everything that they need to get started. We set up a personal consultation, so either over the phone or over Zoom, so I can walk them through everything for their specific health and wellness goals. That's a really powerful thing. And then they have access to our VIP education group. This is a private Facebook group that we do continuing education classes. We actually teach classes once a week on different topics. We do giveaways, we do team challenges, and it's a safe place where people can ask questions and get support. Community is really key and support is key. Coming to the world of essential oils can be a little bit like learning a new language. And so we want people to be empowered and know how to use these tools safely for them and their family. And then we provide that ongoing support. That's really important. Again, if you get oils from the health food store, those are not a therapeutic grade oil, so don't expect therapeutic grade results, but you can't call that person to ask them a question, right? This is all about support and service with what's going on here. So if you do not have an account with doTERRA already, if you are thinking, okay, I think I want to bring these oils into my home, maybe I'm not sure where I want to start, text me. You can text me there, that's my number, or you can send me a direct message on Instagram, or you can shoot me an email and reach out and let me know. We can hop on a quick call. We can go over your specific health and wellness concerns and how I can best help and serve and support you with that. It would be my honor and pleasure to help. So reach out to me, let me know. And then I'm going to highlight 2 of my favorite starter kits. There's a few, and this is why if you're not sure where to start, reach out to me, text me, and I can support you. But this is the Healthy Start Kit. It's our top 10 oils with a diffuser, and this diffuser runs for 10 hours. It's $160. So to put that into perspective, you actually can't even buy that diffuser by itself. It's kind of a magical one. It's a limited time one. It just pops up every now and then. But I'm guessing that's going to be about $65 retail, give or take. Just a large bottle of frankincense essential oil, pure frankincense essential oil, is going to be about $91 retail. So the fact that the diffuser and those top 10 oils are all bundled for $160 is really kind of magical. And it's got a lot of the oils that we talked about. Digestin for digestive painful experiences. The Flume, right? Frankincense, lemon, oregano, on guard, and tea tree, which is melaleuca, for immune support, which is so powerful. Lavender, lemon, and peppermint that we talked about for seasonal things, right? Springtime, if pollen doesn't like you, that could be a great one. Breathe for the respiratory support, which I think is really important during this season that we're in right now. And then Deep Blue for muscles and joints and any painful experience that you may be having. That's so, so important. Okay, the next one is actually called the Healthy Essentials Kit. And this is 10 oils plus a petal diffuser. So this petal diffuser runs for 12 hours. These are the oils, but they're in the big bottles. So these are 15 ml bottles, about 250 drops in each bottle. The other ones here are in 5 ml bottles. So there's about 80 to 85 drops in each of those. And this is so less than double the price. You're going to get 2/3 more oil. And remember, the oils last a really long time. You're just going to use about 1 to 2 drops when you're dealing with a situation. This kit has a few differences. Instead of frankincense, it has copaiba. They're very similar. They're both really amazing oils. But instead of oregano and tea tree, we have adaptive, which is a blend that's specifically designed for stress, for emotional support. If you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling overwhelmed, adaptive is incredible. And balance, which is a grounding blend. So again, helping with sleep, helping with grounding, helping with anxious feelings. So if you're really wanting to focus on emotional health, maybe emotional pain is in your top ones right now, that would be the one that I would suggest. And that's $249. And we can always, I truly believe that essential oils can be enjoyed on any budget. So we can create a kit for you. We can find something. So reach out to me and we can find the best way to support you. I'm in a program called Diamond Club. And this is an education program that doTERRA does. We're actually supposed to be traveling all over, and life changed and we're all home and we're all teaching virtually. So I teach a lot of essential oil classes. It's all virtual. If you follow me over on Facebook, Dr. Laura Ritchie, you can like that page, and whenever we have events or classes coming up, you'll be notified. But if you do one of those starter kits, you actually get Citrus Bliss, which is about a $25 retail value for free. So you get an extra oil on top of that. If you do a 300-point order, so if you wanted to do one of those kits and add a few more things on, and we could talk about that, things like Deep Blue, polyphenol complex, turmeric. There's so many things that can help with a healthy inflammatory response in the body, with discomfort, with aches, anything like that. You would get adaptive, which is our magical oil for stress, and Citrus Bliss for free. So reach out to me. I can help hook you up with some cool freebies going on for this month. And then there's typically 3 types of people that come to these classes. First type of person is excited to live a wellness lifestyle. They're excited to bring the oils into their home and be empowered and use these tools with their family. And we provide free education for that. We've got a VIP Facebook group, and we do regular education and classes to help people. And the second type of person is thinking, okay, my mom needs this, my brother needs this. They're going through a list of people in their head that they can think about. And they tend to be natural sharers. And if that's something that you're open to as you share over time, you can actually get your products paid for. We call this free natural health care. My supplements, my oils, the things that I get from doTERRA, that is definitely my natural health care right now to support us with our immune system, with all of that. So that's a powerful thing too. And then you may be watching me thinking, that's what I want to do. I want to teach people about the power of essential oils. And that's something that you can do over time. You can actually supplement or replace your income. So I am so honored to be in a place where, as a physical therapist, I was a burned out, stressed out PT. And I think that was kind of part of a contributing factor of why I got so sick. But being able to work from home, especially now, especially in this really interesting season where we have a lot of people who unfortunately have lost their jobs, are on unemployment. So if that's something, if that resonates with you at all, reach out to me. I'd love to help and serve and support. But yeah, if you have any questions, I wanted to open it up. You can type in the chat, you can unmute yourself, and we can talk a little bit more and see how I can best help. If you've got specific questions about things, it would be my honor to help with that.
Hi, Dr. Laura.
Hey.
Hi, it's Mayo.